Everybody, I've been so excited about this. I've been practicing this speech for the last 9 months, and I've cut it down from 45 minutes to 20 minutes.
So funny.
Well, Diesel and I, together with those parents, Sally and Mark, welcome you to this celebration in honor of Anna Doe's wedding. And you know, the last couple of days, and particularly this beautiful ceremony today conducted by Rabbi Grossman, reinforced my realization of the importance of the love of friends and family. And we really appreciate everybody being here with us this evening. Some of you have come halfway around the world, from Israel and Saudi Arabia. How's that for have made arduous trips across the country with flight delays and all sorts of problems, but you managed to get here. And for our friends and family in Northern California, we're of course delighted to have you with us. By way of introduction, several years ago I met the NPR reporter for East Africa. And I said, my daughter works in broadcast journalism. So he looked at me and he said, well, what? And she looked at me and said, well, what's her name? Maybe I know her. And I said, well, her name is Anna Schechter. And he looked at me, his jaw dropped, and he said, you're Anna Schechter's father? Well, maybe many years ago, Anna was Bill Schechter's daughter, but today I am indeed Anna Schechter's father. For those of you meeting Anna for the first time, let me tell you a little bit about her. She is independent and knows how to deal with adversity. When she was 6 years old, she failed a promotion examination from class 1 to class 2 in ballet. Gisela was distraught and very worried about what the psychological impact on her little daughter would be of this catastrophe. Until she saw Anna sitting in the back seat with the piece of paper with the mark on it, tearing it up meticulously into tiny pieces. And when I heard that story, I knew I didn't have to worry about this little girl. Anna is an athlete. She grew up climbing a rope suspended from a tree outside our house. She came in first in a field of 100 girls in an invitational high school cross-country meet. And at the age of 15, she skied across the crest of the Sierra from Donner Summit to Squaw Valley, sleeping in the snow on the summit of Anderson Peak. Anna is a scholar and a linguist. She's a summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa graduate of Middlebury College and is fluent in Mandarin, French, and Hebrew. This scholarship informs her work as an investigative journalist, resulting in multiple accolades, including a Peabody Award and 2 Emmys. Anna is also kind and compassionate and committed to Tikkun Olam. Her work is focused on correcting injustice wherever she finds it. Now, despite her success, there definitely was something missing from her life. Enter Doe. A brilliant philosopher, economist, Hebraist, but most importantly, a kind and grounded man with a warm smile who knows he has a tiger by the tail. Since their engagement, my daughter has been joyous, radiant, and content with a smile that can light up a room. Now, Anna has told me many times that she feels that her grandparents are watching over her and protecting her, and no doubt they are thrilling with joy at this very moment. You know, Anna and Dov met on Mount Scopus in Jerusalem. Now this is the high point that the children of Israel reached when Joshua led them out of the plain of Jericho into the promised land 3,200 years ago. Now if you stand on Mount Scopus and look behind you to the east, you will see a vast, parched desert. But if you look ahead of you to the west, you will see a verdant land flowing with milk and honey. May this fateful meeting point be a metaphor as Anna and Dov move forward together in their life. Now, when I see this handsome and accomplished couple together, I have great hope for the future. Am Yisrael Chai. Now, with that in mind, I invite everybody to charge their glasses and proclaim every good wish for Anna and Dov from this day forward with our ancient Hebrew toast, L'chaim. Mazel tov.
Seems like Bill and I think a little alike, because I want to say some of the very same things he did. So I hope it won't be too boring for you. Mark and I are so thrilled to welcome you to Anna and Dov's wedding here in this gorgeous vineyard in beautiful California. Some of you are lucky enough to live nearby. Many of you have traveled across the continent and some an ocean or two to share in our joy here. We thank you all from the bottom of our hearts, for your presence here so enhances our celebration today. And when I say our, I really mean our. Dov and Anna's delight in becoming husband and wife, Mark and my great happiness in seeing our son marry his Beshert, and in bringing Anna together with her parents, Bill and Gisela, brother Sam, sister-in-law Nancy, and nieces Gabby and Nina into our family. How great is that? We can now say that we have family on both American coasts. Anna, we're thrilled to have you as our daughter-in-law. You, like Dov, will now have special status in our family. Dov is our firstborn son, Moses/Jesus to some. You is our first and only daughter-in-law. Mark, Rena, Brandon, and I, and Eliza, together with our extended clan, you know who they are, they're laughing at me right now, welcome you to the world of Ziegler-Palooza. And we welcome you with really open arms. Anna, you're an intelligent, loving, and accomplished woman, and a stunning bride. Of course, Dov is head over heels in love with you. We wish you both a lifetime together full of good health, mazal, happiness, and a ton of fun. Dov, Dovale, Dovishi, Dov and you, our firstborn, known by all these names, by his late grandparents, his aunts, his uncles, and mostly by me. How can I express my overwhelming joy and pride for you on this your wedding day? As both the first child born to Dad and I, and as the firstborn grandchild to your grandparents, you have always really held a unique position in our extended family. Your grandparents, Barak, Dov, and Fanny Laufer, Zichronam Livracha, and Salo and Etty Ziegler, Zichronam Livracha, all Holocaust survivors, never imagined a day that they would survive to see freedom, let alone establish families in a faraway land, Canada, raise and educate children, and eventually see grandchildren. To them, your birth represented the fulfillment of dreams that they could only imagine coming true a few years earlier. Your birth brought them such happiness and joy. The first grandchild, a namesake, a grandson, the future of our family. They would have felt today to see you and your beautiful bride, Anna, a new generation creating a new family, yet continuing and committed to the age-old traditions of our people. In their honor, I say, Shechianu v'kimanu lazman hazeh. Unfortunately, my father, Barak Dov, your name, after whom you are named, died before you were born. Nevertheless, I know that you two would have been kindred spirits, just as you were with Zadie Salo. Political views notwithstanding. Like Zadie Salo, my father was a later Zionist and a fervent social democrat. Like my dad, you are extremely bright, well-read, a deep and profound thinker. You love and support Eretz Yisrael. Ata dover ivrit. You are a chevra man, a hard worker, and perhaps most importantly, you love and honor your family. Like your grandparents, Dad and I delight in your many accomplishments, be they academic, professional, or volunteer. Most of all, we love to see you with your sisters. The jokes, the banter, the caring. What more could parents ask for? Rena brought Brandon and the Gerson clan into our lives. At long last, a red-headed ally in the family. Today, you enrich our family by bringing us together with Anna and the Schechters. We are thrilled to see our families expand in such a fantastic way. Dad and I thank you for marrying Anna and bringing such a wonderful person into our family, and for making this a most special day for everyone. Anna, kudos to you for organizing, planning, and executing all aspects of this most lovely wedding day. Production is definitely your forte. Kol hakavod. And coming from me, an extreme control freak, that is really high praise. I love you both and look forward to the adventures that the future holds for you.
Bill and Sally are very tough acts to follow. Because I am the only thing that stands between you and dinner, I promise to be good. First, picking up where Sally left off. Thank you, Anna and Dov, for doing all the planning. And thank you, Peter and Bill, for being so hospitable and so helpful, and assisting Anna and Dov, and assisting all of us in the planning of this wonderful occasion, this wonderful venue. And for the wonderful evening last night. At the rehearsal day. We look forward to sharing many, many more simchas with you in the future. But in our family, no simcha is complete without Sally's efforts in ensuring that we have a warm and welcoming event and atmosphere for all. And for all of our families. And we have always appreciated this element. So first, I say to Sally, thank you so much. This year we'll be celebrating our 36th anniversary. Not too long. Double pie and 2 times 18, which is a both a number that symbolizes life in our tradition, and of course, good luck. And for me, I am just doubly lucky to have been married to Sally for 36 years, and I have As I said, we're so pleased at Dublin, and it shows this wonderful venue and time of year for the wedding. And we're all familiar with this time of year, late spring, May, June, in North America, preferred time for weddings. But also in our tradition, weddings around the time of the holiday of Shavuot are very sought after, and Shavuot actually is next weekend. Shavuot is so much associated with weddings that in our tradition, there is a common metaphor for the holiday as being symbolic of the marriage of God and the Jewish people. And in fact, in many Sephardic congregations, a form of marriage contract like the ketubah we read, it's actually a ketubah for Shavuot is read out on the holiday to symbolize such marriage. I'll leave it to the rabbis to discuss the nuances of Shavuot next weekend. That's not what I'm very good at. But for Anna and Dov, there is a message in all of this, in a symbolic marriage that is applicable to you today. And what is taught about it are really 3 things, maybe 2 things. The first is Shavuot is about unconditional love on people, but in your case, God loves for each other in an unconditional, accepting way, through thick and thin, because that's what marriages are about. And unconditional love is first and foremost what makes a successful marriage in my experience. There's also the element of partnership and understanding of two individuals supporting each other. But most importantly to me, there's a special synergy that makes the whole of a couple much greater than the sum of the parts. Although as individuals you're both very learned and you're both very accomplished, because we've heard all of that, and you're both very successful in what you do and highly educated, as a couple, you can build something even bigger. And there is no better word for it than the synergy of Shavuot that comes of marriage, of people and what they believe in, so that you can make this a better world for your family, for your community, and for your people. So much for the serious stuff. Today, we are here in a wonderful venue, celebrating a wonderful time, and all that I can do, and Sally and I can do together, and I'm sure Anna's parents as well, is wish you a very happy, enjoyable, successful evening, because this is a send-off of a lovely, enjoyable journey through life. Thank you.